So welcome to part B of our advanced spread section in the Intro to Oracle series. As you can see right now, I'm shuffling for our past, present, future spread. This is a 3-card spread. It's a really good basic spread to start out with, and it can give you advice and insight. You can do it every day if you want. You can work with it when you have certain questions about certain issues. Today we're going to imagine that we're doing a past, present, future reading for someone who is looking for advice in their relationship with their mate. So perhaps they're looking to see what's affecting us right now. Why are we having perhaps the issues that we're having? So I'm going to shuffle the cards. And then I'm going to choose 3 cards. Be completely free with your intuition, with how you decide to shuffle and what works for you, whether you fan them out or put them into stacks or just deal straight off the top. Before I forget, this is the Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud and Jessica Macbeth. So, we have our cards. I'm just going to shuffle one more time in case I feel drawn to draw another card. Okay, so the card we have for the past, I don't know if I'm hoping you can see that, is the Sage. The card that we have for the present is Penelope Dreamweaver. And the card that we have for the future is She of the Crua, and I apologize if I pronounced that incorrectly. So you can see the cards that you have drawn out. Remember to keep your breathing steady and to really be paying attention to any messages that you're getting as you're looking at the cards. As I said for your daily draw, and as I always say, if it feels good for you to have the book with the meanings next to you, then go ahead and do that. But I really encourage you to base the meanings that you get from your reading, from your intuition, and from the guides and angels that work with the deck and that work with you in your life. So we can see that we have, as I said, the Sage for the past in this relationship. So from looking at this card, I can see that perhaps for the person who has drawn this card, there has been a great depth of knowledge, that spiritual knowledge that this person has gathered throughout their life, but especially in past lives, that's coming forward now in the present. This kind of inward vision, being able to see what is not clearly seen, with a focus on discovering the higher self and the true self, has been beneficial on a personal level. But especially in the past of this current life with this relationship, perhaps the mate has had a difficult time with the needs of the person as far as taking time out for themselves to meditate and to spend time growing spiritually on a solitary spiritual path. So this hasn't been one that has been about, being in the community and it being a spiritual community. It's been more about an inward journey. The benefits for this is that they are very aware of their spirituality, but it can also be important in a relationship to realize that there is time to be with other people and to share knowledge with each other, to grow as a couple. So this is affecting the relationship at this time, these past lives, and the time spent in this present life in the past of this present life. That's perhaps been bothering one of the mates. For the present, we have Penelope Dreamweaver. Now, the feeling that I especially get as I look at Penelope Dreamweaver is that there are expectations and issues that both partners have, and their needs are not necessarily being met at this time. However, Penelope is telling us very clearly that if the expectations can be let go of, and time is taken out, time that perhaps the Sage can help them to experience together, to have real, honest, open discussions, Especially at this time, that's going to be very helpful for their relationship. They will be able to grow closer and stronger as a couple if they're able to take this time out and be really honest and open with each other at this time. They're very supported by Spirit to do this, especially because there might be trials ahead where a united front will be called for. And if they do the work now, they can reap the benefits of being much closer and being much more understanding of each other in the future. So for the future, again, we have She of the Krua. And the feeling that I receive from this card is very much a feminine energy. It's a receptive energy. So in the future, it's going to be very important for especially the querent, the person who's doing this reading, who's having this reading done for them, to be open to listening to their partner, because there might be some issues that come up where not jumping to conclusions is very important, not being so quick to take action that you miss the reality of what's occurring. If the person who's having this reading done can hold that space and can be receptive, then they won't jump to conclusions, and they can be there for their partner and there for themselves and experience a nurturing relationship and a slow and steady growth that leads to a lifelong fulfilling relationship. So you can see just how, I'm just going to turn this on. You can see just how easy it is to do a past, present, future spread on whatever issue that you're wanting to take a look at. And you can see how easy it also is to do a reading like this for a loved one or someone else as you're getting to know your cards and becoming comfortable with reading them in an accurate manner. So that was the past, present, future spread. In the next video, and before I say what we're going to take a look at next, I want to really reiterate the importance of preparing for your session, but then also closing it down in a respectful manner and in a way where you're very grounded and back in your body and in this realm to go back about your daily life. I always shuffle the cards at the end of a reading. I always thank the energies and the fairies, because I'm working with a fairy deck especially, that have been present to help with the reading. I thank the stones and any other representations of certain beings that I have present. And then I disconnect from the energy of the reading, which is very important to do so you're not carrying that around with you and wondering if you were getting the right meaning all day. And then I take time to ground and meditate for a few moments at least before I go back about my day. So I invite you to experiment with the 3-card spread and let me know how that goes for you. And in the next video, we're going to talk about working with larger card spreads with our oracle decks. So I will see you in that video. Thanks for watching.